We're on. Suki, we're on. We did it. We're on again.
Every time we pull this off, it's like magic. I'm like, it's magic. It's magic. We did it.
It's a friggin' miracle. It's unbelievable. Hold on.
It's pretty amazing. What's going on? How are you?
I'm great, babe. I just want to share up. You know, I got to get everybody going here.
I know. How's everything? How's everybody doing? How was your day? It's Friday. Did it feel like a Friday? Or does every day feel like a Friday?
Like the same goddamn day as every other day.
I know. Oh, Donna Fraschetto coming in hot. Donna's coming in hot on a Friday.
Everybody's loading up, Souk, from around the world.
Shy here. Lisa Lafreniere. Susan Smith. Hello, Susan. Annie Iliano Engelbrecht.
Suki, this is a big night for us. You know, it's a big night. We've been talking about it all week.
Scotty, it's a big night for you.
This is a big night, Suki, because Donna D'errico is coming on tonight.
Go ahead.
And listen, have I not been talking about her all week long?
All week long. The audience is super psyched to get to know Donna, find out how she's been handling this whole pandemic, how she's been surviving. All of it. We're very excited to see the projects that she's working on.
Listen, if we have some technical issues and I lose all of you and it's just Donna and myself talking, don't even worry about it.
You want it to be just you and Donna, don't you? You just want
it. She was scheduled for Monday. Now she's here on Friday. Great way to end the week. We also got Steve Solomon coming up.
Excellent.
This is the guy who wrote and started the Broadway show. My mother's Italian, my father's Jewish, and I'm in therapy. The guy's hysterical. We got the Weatherman tonight.
In therapy, Scotty? Are we all in therapy?
This is our therapy, baby. This is our therapy. We got Denise Michaud from Ontario, Canada's on with us tonight. Everybody's loading in here, Sue.
Canada's in the house.
Yeah.
Irene Fitzhugh wants to know, where's your suit? Were you supposed to wear a suit?
You know what? I said I was going to wear a tuxedo when Donna came on. I didn't feel like breaking. I was going to go rent one with a bow tie. I just didn't feel like breaking it out tonight. So I went, she likes cool guys. I figured I'd go, I look like I'm trying to be in my 40s. So I figured I'd go that route tonight.
Yes, Blake Williams. We do have the Weatherman, so that's going to happen too. So
do we want to start right off with the reading of the Tony's Nuts book before we bring in Donna?
I think Donna might appreciate that.
I think Donna would like that book. All right, let's bring her in. Hold on, let's bring in Donna D'errico, ladies and gentlemen. Here she is. There she is, my friend. Donna D'errico. And I got to tell you, Donna, you almost look exactly like you did on Baywatch. It's a little scary.
Thank you. Thank you.
You look amazing. Who's the bird?
This is Charlie. I've had Charlie for about 19 years.
Wow, Charlie.
Maximilian Pionis.
I love this. Charlie a talker?
What colors does he have?
She's green, and she's got a little red, a little white.
Beautiful.
Hold on, I'm going to bring you up full first. I got to get a better look at Charlie. Oh, there he is. Oh, it's a she, right? It's a she?
Yeah.
Love it. Wow.
I love it. I love her even more. It's a she. It's a she.
Yeah.
How do you, excuse me, I'm sorry, I don't really know about this, but how do you know if the bird is a male or a female?
Well, she was originally named Charlie because we assumed she was a male. And then when we took her in just for a routine checkup about 4 years after rescuing her, we found out that he was a she, but we just kept her name Charlie. So
how do you know that your husband's not a woman half the time?
Well, I don't have a husband.
I'm talking to Suki. Donna, how you been? Everything's good?
Everything's good. Yeah, everything's good, as well as it can be, because the riots got a little out of control there for a while. And we were on lockdown, and there was a curfew that kept moving up. First, it was a curfew that started at 10, and then they moved it up to 9, and then to 8. It eventually got to 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I was going to say 4 or 5 o'clock, right?
Yeah, overnight. And but there's a lot of peaceful protesting and stuff going on too. And it's like, one after the other, we're all being hit with the COVID-19 and now this. And
don't forget about the asteroid that's going to pass by the Earth.
And the murder hornets.
Murder hornets. And, I told Scotty, like, earlier this week, there was actually Ebola in the headline. And I was like,
what?
Does that really say Ebola in the headline?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Little Ebola virus. Little herpes here and there. Listen, it's everything. It's everything. Donna, I got to ask you a question because I was reading up on a few things about you today. And when I was younger, I remember there was that movie that came out. I think Leonard Nimoy was the host.
Yes.
Right? Noah's Ark, In Search of Noah's Ark.
No, Leonard Nimoy had nothing to do with the movie In Search of Noah's Ark.
Wasn't he the host or no?
He was the host of a show called In Search of.
Okay, so I'm just getting the two confused.
But there was actually a documentary movie, a documentary called In Search of Noah's Ark. Had nothing to do with the Leonard Nimoy series.
Okay, so forget Leonard Nimoy. But I remember that movie, and I remember going to see it in the movies. How they thought Noah's Ark was portions of it were frozen in Mount Ararat, and I read how you trained to go climb Mount Ararat to go. And you actually did it, right?
4 times.
Oh my God, that's unbelievable. Yeah. So what happened? Did you see anything or no?
Well, I mean, it's listen, the mountain is so huge. It's just, to say it's enormous is just a gross understatement. It's 17,000 feet high. Wow. It's got a 25-mile diameter. It's 81 miles circumference. It's just this gargantuan mountain. And it's got a permanent ice cap on top that's there year round, and 10 months out of the year, it's the whole mountain top to bottom is encased in ice and you can't climb it. But 2 months out of the year, August and September, there's a thaw and it's climbable up to a certain extent.
So
and then
a certain window that you have to go, right? It's like it's a certain window you have to go and climb.
Yeah, it's like August and September. It's thawed enough to climb up there, and then you have to put crampons on if you want to get on the ice cap. But no, I've followed some eyewitness accounts that actually happened over the years from U.S. military personnel.
Yeah.
Who were on reconnaissance missions during the war and stuff, and they were flying over there, and they saw some sort of a man-made structure at an impossible location. And no trees grow on Mount Ararat. There aren't any trees. It's just rock. So to find wood up there is an anomaly. And I followed these accounts of these high-ranking military officials in the United States Army and Navy who said that they saw something. And I kind of try to follow their steps to find the area that they were talking about. But it's an unexplored mountain. It's there's no trails. It's there's no maps or anything like that. It's undocumented. There's no photographs. There's no topography maps or anything like that. You have to it's just sort of the Wild West up there.
Scotty has a hard time climbing,
yeah, I can't even. My knees hurt when I go up the stairs, Donna. That's unbelievable.
Well, I mean, it's just such an odd thing for people to know that I do. And people don't necessarily believe in the existence of Noah's Ark. Most people think that it's a fairy tale and it never happened, and it's just symbolic or something like that. Well, I'm not like that. I believe what the Bible says, and I believe there was a Noah's Ark, and I believe that it's still there on the mountain in pieces or whatever. There's some sort of remnants of it. So, if high-ranking military officials say they've seen it up there, that's good enough for me to go follow and try to see what they saw. But so far,
well, listen,
go and explore that. That's pretty incredible.
I'm actually considering going for my 5th trip this coming summer. I had to stop. Remember when there was that coup attempt in Istanbul? They kind of closed down the mountain and made it illegal. They forbid anybody from going up there. But I'm hearing that it's kind of slowly reopening this year. So I was thinking about maybe making another trek up there.
Nice. Yeah. Well, listen, I want to take everybody back to really the first time that we all kind of got to know and see you, because Donna, I know how to work the share screen on this thing now. So it's very impressive. Very impressive.
I have allergies, so my eye tears already. Don't make me laugh.
All right, here, let me pull it up. Hold on, there we go.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, well, now that wasn't the first time people saw me. The first time.
Just promise.
Okay, I promise I won't look at you any different.
Okay. Before I became a lifeguard, I used to do a lot of bikini contests. But that's it. I mean, I did them, you know, it was fun and there was prize money and guys cheering for me. What?
Oh, I was looking at you differently.
Mitch.
Oh, come on, will you? I don't care what you do with bikini. I care what you do with that. You do a great job.
Okay.
That wasn't the first time Scotty that America met her.
You hear my voice?
You know, when I was watching that clip, I was waiting for you to say I used to be a stripper, I was a prostitute, and you come out with that I was a bikini model. That was great.
Well, no, before Baywatch, you know, I did Playboy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Really
listen, you're talking to me now, Donna. I know you did Playboy.
They actually featured that in the show, and they had shows again.
You wouldn't have been Playmate of the Month, September 1995, would you?
Oh my gosh! Okay, you do know. I don't think Charlie knew. So
it's my job to have it written down. Well, listen, you basically.
Can I tell you, he has been waiting all week for this moment to like kind of transpire.
You basically took over when Pamela Anderson left. You came in after.
No, that's a common misconception. We were
Oh,
on.
it is? Okay. You were on at the same time. And listen, that was the biggest show in the world.
Yeah,
at that
number
time.
one syndicated show in the world. That's
What
right.
was that? I mean, what was that like for you? I mean, your career just took off. Your popularity takes off after.
It did. Well, I mean, I did Baywatch Nights before that, which was a lesser known show. It was kind of a spin-off show that the stuff like supernatural stuff that happened at night after Baywatch.
Right.
Then they rolled my character over onto the main show. And then I was on both shows at the same time, starring on two different shows. And my life was just, cast into overdrive. It was, I went from being just a little unknown girl from the South to, and really painfully shy, by the way, to all of a sudden I'm like this internationally known person. And it was, I mean, there's people coming up asking for autographs and I'm like, how do I sign my name? I had to develop an autograph. And, that was a long time ago, but I still remember it like it was yesterday.
So did David Hasselhoff kind of find you and like come up to you? Because he was sort of like the mastermind behind all this, wasn't he?
No. I actually went and auditioned. I auditioned for the role on Baywatch Nights, and they cast me. The executive producers cast me, and then I met Hasselhoff. And I think he suggested that they roll me over onto the
What
show.
is the Hofster like? Because we all have like this, like,
Yeah.
Scotty and I have actually interviewed David Hasselhoff, and we love him. I mean, like in a lot of
pretty
ways.
much the same as whatever you experienced, because he's the same on camera as off camera as in real life. He's just a really nice, genuine, generous person, and funny. He loves to make people laugh. And he's been one of the nicest guys that I've interacted with in the town.
Were you at his Comedy Central roast? Were you there?
No, I didn't go to that. No.
Oh, that was so good. Did you get to watch it on TV? Because
I've never been a big TV watcher. I don't know.
Oh, it's so funny. Donnie, you got to watch it. Since you know him personally, you got to watch it. It's
Okay.
amazing.
I'll check it.
And you were also, I was going to try and find the clip, but I ran out of time. You actually appeared in another one of my old favorite shows. You were in Married with Children once or twice.
Yeah,
Right?
Married with Children. That was before Baywatch.
Before Baywatch, yeah. What was it? Did you walk into the shoe store with Al? What'd you do?
No, I played Inga, a Swedish masseuse.
Oh, Swedish masseuse. All right.
Some kind of masseuse, yeah.
That is unreal.
Yeah. So.
And you got your bird sitting there with you, and I know you do a ton with animal rights. You're an animal activist, and talk about that a little bit, because we're animal lovers. I love dogs more than anything.
Yeah. Well,
I dogs more than people. Most people.
Absolutely.
You know what? I don't blame you on that one, especially these days. But no, I've been involved with Last Chance for Animals for I don't know, about 5 years now, and I do. The things that I concentrate on the most are adopt, don't shop, and anti-dog meat, the dog meat festivals that go on. I protest those, and then I'm anti-fur. I mean, I do all the whole gamut of the animal rights and animal cruelty, but those are my 3 main focuses.
Yeah, no, and I know you've been honored a few times and received a few awards, right? So no, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So you're going back to the mountain, right?
Yeah.
And you're also you've been working on this. You've been directing and producing also, right?
Yes. I'm gonna put her away. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Yes, there's this show that is called Paparazzi Exposed that kind of takes you and gives you a look at the whole world of the paparazzi, which was eye-opening for me. I didn't know a lot of the stuff that their world entails. They work with the celebrities, and they do.
Really? Like, I thought they try to do I gotcha, I'm jumping out at you.
I mean, some of them do that, but we're not looking at those. We're not talking with those. We're talking with the ones that are the main paparazzi people in Hollywood are the ones that we're featuring on our show. And believe it or not, they work very closely with the celebrities that get shot. And much of the time, I'll say, it's arranged in advance that the celebrities are going to get shot.
Yeah.
That's everybody gets part of the deal. Is that what you're saying?
A little peek into their world that a lot of people don't know. Yes, there are a lot of the gotcha moments, and there's a lot of, fights that happen and broken cameras and that kind of stuff. And that's not staged. That's real. And we do capture some of that too. But it's an interesting world, and I'm producing it and directing it. And I'm just loving it. It's just amazing. I can't believe you guys even know about that, but it's. Yeah, well, what it is Netflix is testing out the show, and we're going to have 4 10-minute episodes that aren't going to be on the main network's Netflix site. It's or whatever channel. It's going to be on this site, and people have to go in and view it. And if there's enough viewers, Netflix is going to pick up the show. So I'm going to be really pushing for everybody to watch it, and it's going to be available at gotpap.com. GOTPAP, gotpap.com. They can tune in, not yet, but when it's available in about 2 weeks, and watch it. And if they'll watch, all 4 10-minute episodes, then
it's 10-minute episodes. Wow. So it's bang, bang, bang.
Do you listen? If you need an announcer, here's my audition. You ready? Paparazzi Exposed, produced and directed by Donna D'errico. Coming soon to Netflix.
Wow. Very nice.
I'm right here. I don't leave. See these games in my basement? I don't leave this space ever.
I told you about my allergies now. But it's really fun, and I think you guys will like it. I'll have to tell you guys about it. Maybe I can come on again.
Oh my God, 100%. Donna, I have to speak like girls, because like everybody's like, God, Donna looks great. Gee whiz.
Thank you.
What the hell is Donna like cryogenically preserved? Like what let me ask you, Donna, woman to woman, what the hell are you eating and drinking? And
I put on the quarantine.
So COVID-15?
I'm not immune. I did put on the quarantine. Not the COVID-15.
Oh, it's COVID-19. It's COVID-19.
No.
So Scotty and I are on the 19 and the 20. We keep drinking. We keep drinking and eating, drinking, cooking, eating.
So I'm like, some pants that used to, actually, I had gotten kind of underweight for a little while. And I lost too much weight because I was under a little bit of stress, and I was going through something personal. So I lost a lot of weight, and I got really too thin. So the weight that I've put back on, I kind of don't mind.
Yeah.
Because I've kind of gotten my curves back. I had gotten very, very thin.
Yeah.
And I like being curvier, so
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, I like being curvier as well.
I'm vegan, you know, I've been cooking a lot. So I've been doing these cooking videos because I've been cooking since I was like 10. I'm from the South. Girls start cooking when they're 8 or 10.
I've been cooking since I was 10. My son is 11, and I'm like, we need to teach you how to do things starting now because Mommy's home, and we're gonna let's start with breakfast. Here's how you make eggs. Here's how you make pancakes. Here's how you know.
So I've been cooking my whole life, and I love to cook. I love to cook. I love to bake. And, you know, once we quarantined, everybody became a cooking expert. So I was like, well, you know, everybody was always asking me what I eat. So I started just videoing it. And then a producer approached me and said, let's shoot some actual proper videos, not just Insta stories of your cooking. And I said, you know, sure, I'm not busy. So, okay. So we filmed some, and it's just kind of taken off. And now I've got approached by a couple of producers who want to turn it into a show. So I'm like, you know, yeah, maybe. I'm not busy. You know,
Donna, if you need an announcer for that show, Donna, At Home Cooking with Donna D'errico, coming soon to the Food Network.
Cooking is totally like good and sexy, and I think that people are realizing that there is such a thing called food porn. I mean, we've talked about it. Yeah, you're sitting there, and all of a sudden you get like drawn in, and you're like, "Why do I want to make this all of a sudden?"
Right. Yeah, you know those little quick things you see on Facebook from Tasty or whatever it is, and I'm just watching, and I'm like, I could make that, and I could make that, and I want to make that next. I want to make that, and it's just so boom, 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 so quick, and then you go to make it, and you're like, oh, it doesn't take 30 seconds like the video.
Well, Donna, listen, before we let you leave, I put together a quick, because I like to be a game show host too, as much as an announcer.
Okay.
So I put together a quick little quiz for you to play against Suki.
Oh man, okay, I like it. Let's do it.
It's female on female quiz action we got going right here.
That's his porno thing.
That's as close as I get.
Say female on female.
Yeah, I just wanted to get that in. When I put that in the promo, it'll sound much better. So I was going to do a little Baywatch trivia, but instead I figured let's do famous Donnas and Dons.
Okay.
And Don.
Okay.
Famous Donnas and Dons. And what I'm going to do is we're just going to go back and forth. I'm going to give you guys
I'm not going to be good at this. I can already tell you, but go ahead.
You will. It's very easy. I'm going to give you one clue. You tell me who it is. All right. Okay. For example, if I say looking for some hot stuff, baby.
Donna Summer.
Oh, yeah.
Nicely done. All right.
Donna. Simmer down now.
She played Donna Marco on Baywatch.
Donna D'errico.
Nicely done.
I knew that one.
Suki, he sang American Pie.
Oh, Don. Bye, Miss American Pie. Don.
Levy, but the levy was dry.
Don.
And good old boys were drinking whiskey.
What is it, ladies? Help me. Don.
Donnie, you know this one?
I don't know the name of the guy.
Don McLean.
Don McLean. Yes.
Very
Don
disappointed in you both.
Oh.
All right, Donna, here we go. Famous clothing label.
Donna Karan.
Nicely done. Suki.
You're going to do the easy ones.
Sonny in Miami Vice.
Don Ho. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Don Johnson.
Don Ho? Holy Christ. All right, here we go. I'll be
on the women's
yeah.
Do you remember that?
I will be very impressed if either one of you gets this. You ready?
Okay.
Manipulative biatch Abby Cunningham on Knots Landing.
Oh.
Donna.
The blonde, right? Donna?
Yes.
Donna.
This is Dons and Donnas, so you got that right.
Oh, God. Donna.
Oh, my gosh. I can picture her.
She's Morgan Fairchild, right? She played Morgan Fairchild?
No, Morgan Fairchild played Morgan Fairchild. I think she was a Carrington character. It was Donna Mills.
Donna Mills on Knots Landing.
Donna Mills. All right, Donna, this one's for you. Eagles, Boys of Summer.
Don Henley.
Nicely done. Souk, Bosom Buddies, Spies Like Us, Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd's wife.
Oh, Donna.
You're gonna Donna part. Donna, Suki's been on beaten.
Donna Mills.
Oh, Donna Dixon. Come on.
Oh,
I
Donna
didn't know that was
Dixon.
All right, a couple more to go. Here we go. Donna, Suki was the champion at this. I mind you.
Obviously, so good, Donna. I'm so good.
New Kids on the Block.
Aw.
New Kids on the Block. Don't know it? Souk?
Donnie Wahlberg.
Nicely done. You're back in the game.
Oh. Okay.
Either one of you will impress the hell out of me if you get this one.
I didn't get Donna Dixon.
I know. Annette in Saturday Night Fever. You remember Annette in Saturday Night Fever?
I remember.
I know you know who she is.
Annette?
She was also in her own sitcom.
Oh my God, that's crickets for me, man. Donna
Pescow.
Oh, that.
Still don't.
Neither one of you know who Donna Pescow is?
No, was she the one that sang More Than a Woman?
No, that was the one he danced with. That was the Bee Gees, by the way.
Okay.
That was the guy we had on last week. All right, here we go. 2 more to go.
Okay,
Chief,
2 more.
Chief missed it by that much.
Oh, Don Knotts.
No, that's Andy and Mayberry suit. I'm not. Don Adams, Souk. Don Adams.
With such conviction. I mean, you got
Yeah,
to get
you blew that one right out.
Yeah, that's the guy from the.
That's the guy.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agent 86. All right,
No,
last one.
99.
That was his wife. Souk, you said this one earlier. Hawaii's most famous singer.
Don Ho.
Nicely done. I can't say either of you come away with a winner on that one. You both.
I personally sucked. I was like, I have no idea.
I only knew Donna D'errico.
Yeah, you were good on that one, Don. All right, listen.
I knew it like that.
Donna, where could people find you if they're looking for you?
Okay, so I'm not on Twitter, but I'm on the others.
You're on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook at This Is Donna D'errico, I think.
Okay. Did you share the show? You could share the show when you're done.
Yeah, I did. And
Okay.
then Instagram is just my name.
Okay. Awesome.
And look for the blue check mark because there's a lot of fakers on there.
Yeah. And also Paparazzi Exposed.
Paparazzi Exposed, .pap.com.
Nice.
And
that sounds like a hit for me. Can I tell you something, Donna? I would watch that 100 all the time.
Donna, what's the site?
Fascinated by the behind the scenes of how it all comes together.
I want you to see it. Yeah, it's cool.
What's the site again?
.pap.com. Like .pap.
That sounds like a gynecological site right there. Like Dr.
Easy for you to remember.
I won't forget that one. Donna D'errico, ladies and gentlemen. Donna, thank you so much.
Thank you. Beautiful, so smart, funny, entertaining. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
listen,
guys.
If you climb that mountain again, be careful, young lady.
I will. I'll let you guys know. I'll come on before.
Would you? Yes.
Definitely do it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Take care. Bye,
Happy
Don.
Friday.
That was Suki. How'd you not get those names right, Don?
I love Donna D'errico. Like,
What's
I
wrong
love
with
her.
you?
Like, wow. What a girl's girl. Like, I love her.
Yeah, very nice.
New goals.
Very nice. I'll be texting her after the show.
Can I tell you something? You look like you were like Donna. Donna. Do you see me? Do you see me? Do you see me? You were trying so hard, Scotty. You were trying so hard. It was really funny.
No, come on. I was my normal self.
You know what? I love women like Donna because she's, first of all, she's gorgeous. You can't take that away from her.
Yeah.
But the fact that she's so real and down to earth.
Very nice.
Love it. Love her.
Yeah, I did, and she listen. Like we told, she was married to Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue, so she's. I'm sure
Currently
she.
single, Scotty? Is she currently single?
I think she is currently single, Sue.
That makes you happy.
Centerfold Playboy, 1995, Miss March.
You knew the year, you knew the month, and you knew everything. That was pretty funny.
Had it all written down, Sue. You know me. Always prepared. Listen, you got your choice. This is your choice right now. Do you want to do?
Okay, Scotty.
You want to check in with the weatherman who's got an amazing illusion for us.
Oh, let's do the weatherman.
You want to do the weatherman first?
David G, COVID-free from the banks of the Atlantic.
I believe you'll hear that once or twice in this particular piece. Hold on one second. Ladies and gentlemen, a Friday night visit with the weatherman coming right up.
David G.
David G.
COVID-free.
COVID-free on the banks.
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Weatherman! That's me, David G. Still COVID-free, living the quarantine dream. Guys, if you were tuned in Wednesday night, you may have experienced some technical difficulties with the sound. So tonight, as our precaution, we are all set with a backup plan. Come on in, the great Jonathan Lamberton. Jonathan will be standing by to assist should we lose tonight's sound. Okay, let's start off with some positive news. Yours truly, David G, has been nominated for the prestigious Golden Toilet Award. That's right, the Golden Toilet, presented to the Weatherman of the Year. I'll keep you posted on that. Wednesday night, if you were able to hear, I promised you a grand illusion. But first, let's talk some weather. As you can see, it's going to be hot and sticky for the next few days. The deodorant index will be a 10 for Saturday and Sunday, so please take precautions. Are you ready? A lot of talk lately about Spank the Monkey. But my grand illusion deals with a more serious matter. To most, this music brings joy and excitement and thoughts of great ice cream. But to some men in our audience, this song is a constant reminder of troubles they may be having in the bedroom. That's right, I'm talking about CPED. COVID protest erectile dysfunction, more commonly known as Mr. Softy. It's new and it's gripping the nation. So for my greatest illusion of all time, I'm going to help all our men and women in the audience experiencing CPED by making Mr. Softy disappear. This illusion has never been attempted before on such a large scale, so this will be an exclusive right here on the Suki and Scott Show. Okay, let's say goodbye to Mr. Softy in 3, 2, 1. That should do it. I got a feeling a lot of you are going to have a great weekend. Okay, Sook, repeat after me. This is David G. Still COVID-free, living the quarantine dream, saying, have a great weekend, everybody!
I love it. I love it. I love it.
First time ever, Sook, a Mr. Softy truck.
CPED.
Yes, COVID protest erectile dysfunction, Sook.
It's like, ooh.
There's a lot of reason for problems in the bedroom right now.
Oh, no. And you know what? Ladies are like, I love Mr. Softy.
Yeah, I used to like that music.
Meanwhile, guys are like, oh, no, Mr. Softy, no.
I love how he borrowed Mayor de Blasio's sign language guy.
Expert, yeah.
Love that guy.
I love that guy, too.
Oh, that was good, Sue. It's going to be hot this weekend.
It's humid right now. It rained like cats and dogs, but it's humid.
Yeah. So listen, Donna just left us. We got Steve Solomon, the great Steve Solomon, coming up in just a few minutes. And next week, I think we're already booked up for next week, Sook. We got all kinds of people lining up for the show. Monday,
Carol Alt coming on.
Monday, right? Carol Alt. On Tuesday, we have, is it Emmy?
Emmy is a supermodel as well. So we're like supermodeling it up. Like, I love it.
Yeah. At Wednesday, we got Jane Hansen, famous TV personality.
TV personality here in New York City.
Thursday, John O'Hurley, our buddy, John O'Hurley, Mr. Peterman from Seinfeld's coming on. And it's going to be an unbelievable shoot with Sook. We can't take a day off ever. This is going to be insane.
What Asha Singh wants to know, what was the CPED? Everyone's like, CPED. Hey, you know me. Yeah, CPED.
Yeah, you're down with CPED. We still need to, we're going to have a reading of the book, Tony's Nuts, coming up in just a little bit, the children's book. And but first, Sook, we also have Will Presti coming up a little later on in the show.
Might not have CPED. It is the weekend, and he's young.
Yeah, that kid doesn't have any of that stuff. Let's bring in my main man right now, Mr. Steve Solomon. Steve, how are you, buddy?
I'm good. How's everybody?
How are you, my friend?
I'm good. Everything's terrific here. Just behind me, I'm in my studio. We do the videos and audio at the house because we can't leave the house anymore. So that's it. But I'm excited. We had a great week. I haven't done any shows. On a good year, I would do 100 shows around the country.
Wow.
2020, we had 2, and then everything was
over.
And that was it. So people saying, how you doing? But I did get a chance. I forced myself to do this because I know creative people just have to force themselves. I locked myself up in the room for a couple of months, and I finished my book, and I was pretty happy about that. That was cool.
Nice. Speaking of the book, hold on. Let me. I got it for you. I'm going to bring that right up. There you are.
Yeah, is that insane? Political correctness and other forms of insanity. My problem is that most of it's true, and people get annoyed with me. And you know what? Yeah, it happened just the other day, Scott, Suki. I had to come back to, I had to take a flight, and I didn't want to take a flight, but I had to take a flight. So and this has been my biggest problem in life. My Brooklyn comes out when rules for the sake of rules kill me. And the TSA, so I get to the TSA guy, and of course, non-English speaking. And he says, I have to take your temperature. So I said, okay. And I start to unbuckle my pants. He says, what are you doing? I said, if you take it rectally, you get a better reading. There's no sense of humor. These guys have no sense of humor. He goes like this, we cannot do that. I'm sorry, that's not the way to do that. And my wife is just walking on by. She doesn't pay any attention to this.
Steve, I used to talk about how, when we were kids and your parents used to take your temperature rectally with the thermometer. Those thermometers with the mercury in them was like really like having a nuclear reactor in a little glass tube. They would, if that thing broke, you were in trouble.
I have a piece in my book about that, and it's about when my kids were really tiny. I guess my daughter was about 3. She wasn't feeling well, and my ex-wife said, "You got to go get a thermometer. It has to be rectal." So I went to the store, I picked up a rectal thermometer, and I looked at the box. And at that point, I said to myself, no matter who I know, if they ever say, I hate my job, you have to read the box. It says, personally inspected and tested. Who's going to sit there every day going, all right, I can't do any more today. I tested 47,000 rectal thermometers. It's over.
Or maybe Steve, he just liked it.
Yeah.
Right. Do it again, sweetheart. I'm serious. I am serious.
He liked it. He was like, I want more.
So, I was going to say, Steve, of course, wrote and starred in the Broadway show. Was it off? It was off Broadway, Steve, or on Broadway?
Broadway and then off Broadway. We moved from the Schubert to the West Side story.
My mom's Italian, my father's Jewish, and I'm in therapy.
Yeah, that was the first one.
And I remember I saw, and I went back and watched it today. Regis went to see it, and he did a whole, at the beginning of a show, with he and Kelly, on one of their shows in the morning, he did a whole, they do what they did the night before. And he did a review of your show, man. He loved it, thought it was so funny. and he said you were hysterical.
He's a really nice guy. He was really nice. I was worried about it because everybody saw him come into the theater and they were going, "That's Regis, that's Regis, that's Regis." So for the first 10 minutes of the show, they weren't paying attention to me. They were paying attention to readers. But he was terrific. I had a number of celebrities come to the Schubert while I was there, and it was really exciting. The only one who was really ostentatious was Liza Minnelli. Oh my God, she made an entrance, and it was this and this, and it was the limos and the pictures. And after the show, every member of the Schubert organization came up to my dressing area, not to see me, to see Liza. And she comes in with this flamboyant, "Where's my genius?" And she comes over to me, she grabs my cheek like this, "Stevie, Stevie, Stevie." And I said, "And you are who again?" Get out. She spent an hour and a half taking pictures with everybody in the cast.
Oh, wow.
Everybody, and the doormen, everything. Wow. She just wanted to be pictures, pictures, pictures.
That's very gracious, because you know what, celebrities, I find that older celebrities are probably one of the most gracious group of people compared to the younger youth today.
They really are. I had the privilege, and you guys have met stars. For so many years. I had the privilege of bumping into Barry Manilow.
Oh, we love Barry. I've interviewed him.
I didn't know it was him. He was wearing a cab driver's hat, and he was wearing like this, like that. He just wanted to be left alone. And I knew he wanted to be left alone. So I walked over to him and I whispered, "Mr. Manilow, thank you for all the years of beautiful music." And he said, "The fact that you whispered tells me you're in the business." He says, "What do you do?" I said, "I have a show called My Mother's Italian, My Father's Jewish." And he says, "Wait, you're Steve Solomon." So I said, "You know me?" He says, "Yeah, you always come to my hometown to play." He lives in Palm Desert. Wow. And I always perform at the McCallum there. So he says, "But I don't like crowds, so I don't go to those shows." I said, "You don't like crowds? You fill up 200,000 seat theater."
I saw him when he was on Broadway. I mean, just incredible.
He says, "I want to be by myself." That. What a sweetheart of a man he was. My God, the talent.
Nice guy. Yeah.
What was it like? I mean, I think that people don't understand. I mean, it kind of encapsulates a generation, right? You're Jewish and Italian, growing up in Brooklyn at a certain era in New York City. What the hell was that like for you?
Well, I tell everybody this. Half my cousins were Italian, half my cousins were Jewish. So I grew up, my Italian cousins, they all belonged to a gang, the Warlords. My Jewish cousins belonged to a gang, the Landlords. It was people. But depending on what group I walked into, that's how I got beat up. The Italians get, "Hey, there's the Jew," and then they beat the hell out of me. And if I went over to a Jewish group, they'd go, "Your mother's Italian," and then they would beat the hell out of me either. So it didn't matter.
The Warlords and the Landlords. I like that. That's a good one.
They interviewed my mother on TV once, and they said, "How do you like it that your son makes fun of you?" She says, "At least they made me famous. I don't care."
And Steve, I know you've come up upon some characters in your life, and I know you do a ton of voices. Give me some of the ones that you love doing the most.
And my favorite is, and this is really true, is my sister the smoker. My sister the smoker talks like this. Has nothing to do with the cigarettes at all. It's just that's the way she talks. And if you talk to her, she goes, wait a minute. I have to take a drink. It's not the cigarettes. I got a little cold. My kids would answer the phone and go, "Daddy," and Shelly's on the phone. and if you spoke to her, that's dead on. The other one is my granddaughter. My granddaughter she plays a part in my newest show, which is called From Brooklyn to Broadway in Only 50 Years. She plays a part in there, and she is precious. I say to the audience, I went to kiss her goodnight. She was staying with us. And I said, "Good night, baby. Grandpa loves you." And she says, "Grandpa, when I get older, will I have long hairs in my nose too?" Miserable bitch. She's a couple of them. And then, of course, the TSA guys and every one of the you get those crazy phone calls. Scott, Suki, you owe the IRS $11,538.94. I always answer. I do sound effects, and one of the things I love to do is when they say, guy said, I'll answer the phone as soon as I see an 800 number. I put on my father's voice. My father sounds like this, and they'll say, Mr. Solomon, yes, can I help you? You owe the IRS. We need a credit card now. I go, all right, let me say, hold on a second. Let me get my credit card number. Hold on a second. Then are you ready? You got a pencil? Yes, we do. He's all excited. His nipples are hard.
He thinks he got you.
And I say, the card number is 47. Can you say that again? I did not get those numbers. Yeah, sure. 47. He's going out of his mind trying to get the freaking numbers. And then, of course, I disconnect and he calls back and I'll go like this. Internal Revenue Service, can I help you?
That's awesome.
I have a ball doing characters. I love it. I've been doing it all my life. And all those stories from all the shows, there are three major shows. There's my mother's Italian, my father's Jewish. I'm in therapy, still in therapy, home for the holidays. And what I did was I collected the best of the stories and created essays for the new book. And that's what the book's about. It's a lot of fun.
So you had a guttural sort of feeling about your ex-wife. I say ex-wife and you say...
I vibrate. absolutely vibrate from that woman. Her voice was like the mating call of a car alarm. Every time I would hear, can I talk to you for a minute? Well, oh yeah, sure, honey. What do you want to do? We didn't get along. My friend said, when did you really know
it was over?
But it was over. I said, when the priest turned to me, to my wife and said, you in sickness and in health, rich or poorer, do you take this man to be your lawful wedded husband? She said yes. He turned to me and said, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say. That was it. From that day on, it was hell.
You know what it is? What it is about divorce? When it's going good, it's great, and then all of a sudden it hits that wall.
Yeah,
and it's like there's no going back.
Right on
everything that they do is just like, I can't stand it.
We went to marriage counsel, and I'm a shy kid. I really am. I was brought up with very strict parents, and the marriage counselor said to me, and this isn't nonsense. He says, why don't you go and see if you could spice things up in the bedroom, go pick up something in the mall. So I was so uncomfortable. I went to Victoria's Secret and I'm looking around there for something dainty, and I pick up this little tiny dainty thing. It's $89. I said, the hell with this. I went to Home Depot. I bought a dimmer switch. It was fine. It's just good.
You brought a dimmer switch. I like that. Steve, you just finished this book. This just came out, right?
This week.
Came out this week. That's unbelievable.
It's available on Kindle right now, and Monday it'll be available as a softback, as a paperback.
In that picture right there, with making the face, you remind me of two people in that picture. You could be George W. Bush, kind of looks like him facially, or B, you also looks a little bit like Mayor Bloomberg in that shot.
You think so?
A little bit, yeah. Suk, what do you think? Am I off?
Yeah.
Is that just Scott? Is that just wishful thinking? Come on.
Bloomberg is a little bit more.
I could look at the mouth. You see a little George Bush in there, or no?
I see George Bush. I can see George Bush.
Right?
I don't know. I don't know.
So, Steve, listen. When this is all over and we're allowed to congregate again, you're back in action.
I am back in action. In fact, most of I'm just looking at my schedule up to the side. Most of the shows that they had scheduled throughout 2020, fall and winter, have been pushed up to 21. We've been getting a number of them. Today, I got 4 more that were pushed up because I don't like not working.
Yeah,
It's Scotty and I always say, like, what day is it today? I was like, I don't know. I used to know the day, the time. Coming up next weekend. What do I have to do tomorrow morning? And what?
Yeah, now it's
The sun is up. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, because when you're doing news, you basically live by that clock. Every 10, 15 minutes, you know what time it is, and things happen at particular times. And now it's just kind of like, all right, whatever it is.
My father's like that. He has no conscience of the time, day, week. I said, Papa, it scares me. Someday I don't want to find myself in the middle of a room in a bathrobe with one shoe on and a turkey under my arm and not know why I'm there.
Unreal. So, Steve, the book, people can get it on Amazon right now, I assume?
They can get it in Kindle, Amazon Kindle. They can go to stevesolomon.net, and there's a hot link to the new book. And next week it'll be available paperback.
And can I ask you, did the overeating come first and then the meds, or the meds and then overeating?
I gotta tell you, it's been a ride. At my age, it's been a ride. Everybody says to me, "How long are you going to work?" I said, "Well, let's review." George Burns was 100. Bob Hope was 92.
Keep going.
So
as long as this is going, you got to keep going, and you got to keep moving it.
Yeah,
keep moving that needle.
You got to do it. You got it. Fine. And
Steve, thank you, my friend. Pleasure.
Thank you so much, Suki. I appreciate it very much.
Excellent, buddy. When you're back out on the road, we'll have you back on so we can promote where the hell you are, right?
I would love to be on your show, even just to say hello. That would be an honor. And I just want to thank Craig Nyer from Craig Nyer and Associates.
Oh, Craig is the best.
He is the best, and he's one of the true good guys in the business.
Really is.
Doesn't
Love
take
that.
advantage of that. I'll tell you that.
I sent him a text the other day. I said, "Did I ever tell you I love you yet?" He says, "No, you didn't." I said, "I love you."
He's a great guy. I appreciate it. Thank you, Suki.
Steve,
you.
Thanks, buddy.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I love it.
Good luck with the book, my friend.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
All right, folks, you got to go get Steve's book. I think that's a good one for our audience. Suk, we're going to bring in Will Presti, right? And I think before Will gets to his thing, maybe we do the Tony's Nuts book reading with Will while he's on the screen.
Will would like that.
I think Will would like that. Come on in, Will Presti.
So what you're saying is you think I like Tony's nuts?
I think you're going to love to eat Tony's nuts. You ready for this?
I mean, before I even got on here, I heard you guys talking about my prowess in the bedroom. So I guess
Suki brought
there's
that
no
up.
limits today. Hey, Suk. How are you, Suki?
He's a young man. He's a young man. He can get it going all the time.
All right,
let's
before
talk about
you,
Scotty, he
Yeah.
can raise the flag, if you know what I'm saying.
you mean he's not shooting pool with a rope, Suki? Is that what you're trying to say?
He's not dealing with the COVID. What was that? CFED?
CPED. CPED. All right. Well, listen, I know a lot of folks have been waiting for our Book of the Night Club to kick in. Suki, Will, everybody give a little mute on your microphones, and I present you with another edition. Let's see. Tony's Nuts. There we go.
Reach around books.
Reach around books, Suk.
Put Tony's nuts in your mouth. Tony has big nuts and small nuts. He has pecans and walnuts, nuts without or with a shell. There is no nut that Tony does not sell. Some say Tony's nuts smell great. Some say they taste divine. Tony sells his nuts all day. He always has a line. They drive or walk or ride the bus. They come from north and south to take those hot and salty nuts and put them in their mouths. BJ looks at Tony's nuts and tries hard not to stare as Stephen grabs at his nutsack and finds a big old pear. Tony dips his chocolate nuts until they are just right. He knows your mum will take them home and suck on them tonight. BJ plays with Tony's nuts in the closet at his house. Grandpa says he should just come out as he pops one in his mouth. He swears it isn't weird or queer. He says it's not a crime. Grandpa licks the salt right off of Tony's nuts sometimes. Grandpa likes to go in there and take his camera with him. He loves to look at photographs when Tony's nuts are in them. The girls too like Tony's nuts. Of this there is no doubt. Every girl around this town has put them in her mouth. On the way to school today, riding on the bus, the Johnson twins were in the back, sharing Tony's nuts. Back and forth they open up, hoping that they don't get those big and tasty nuts stuck down in their throat. Even Miss Bull Dyke, the softball coach, and her special friend will have a go at Tony's nuts every now and then. There really is no argument. Mount Rushmore ought to be a monument of Tony's nuts for all the world to see.
Oh, there you go.
Why was it's made by Adobe?
Reach around productions. Like it will.
Let me ask you a question. Why
That was so beautiful.
BJ?
By the way, you know what? You know what you didn't notice, Soup? When they were standing in line at the nut place, Spank the monkey was standing in line. Did you notice that? Spank the monkey was standing in the line.
Oh my God, Anita Anderson is like, what kind of nuts do you like? Oh yeah.
See, I wasn't exactly sure if that, like, you know, if this was supposed to be like just you were showing me a book that's really like a children's book that we have like a dirty mind. But once they said BJ, I knew this is more than a coincidence.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them, Will.
I was like, nobody wants salty nuts.
Oh my goodness. The guy's voice, it wouldn't be as creepy if it was a different voice, but the guy was like,
well, that's what I love. I love the English. When you Google reading Tony's nuts on YouTube, there's like 5 or 6 of them. And there's
different people that are reading it.
They're reading the book. Some of them like 5-6 minutes long because they're laughing.
He likes to take them salty nuts.
Oh God,
that's a book. That's a book on tape to listen to.
You guys don't know about salty nuts.
No, Suki, I've never had salty nuts.
Hey, we're young. We have a long way to go, Suki.
It's still time for me to check on. Oh, that's great. Willie, what's up, baby?
Nothing, man. I was loving you guys' show. The Weatherman is still COVID. You know, if that guy, God forbid, gets COVID, I feel bad. Not even just for his health, but his whole opening goes out the window.
Yeah, he's got to do a whole new opening.
For the sake of his career, he's got to keep himself clean. You know what I mean? How are you two? You guys doing all right?
Did you see Donna D'errico?
I did.
She's so beautiful. Can I tell you something? She's so good looking.
I mean, I'm sure my girlfriend in the other room would agree. Yeah. So
she's hot.
You know, but you're looking very colorful today, very vibrant.
Yeah. You know, thanks. What about Suki?
A little Carmen Miranda going. Didn't think a millennial would whip
Friday
that
night.
out. Huh?
You know, I'm going. Friday night, sitting in my house alone. You know, that's what.
Well, speaking of sitting in your house alone, we got a little trouble in paradise with the Kimyes.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
I don't know. According to Cosmo, Kim and Kanye have been quarantining in opposite sides of the house because they've been having some trouble lately. I know. It's hard for me to have too much sympathy for anyone who has an opposite side of the house. I have a 2-box apartment in the middle of Manhattan. When me and my girlfriend have a problem and go to opposite sides of the house, we can still hear each other muttering under our breath about the other person, okay? We can still hand each other the objects that the other one will then throw at us. You know what I mean? So... But yeah, I don't know. Apparently what they're saying the issue is that she is super like disciplined now and she's waking up early and she's doing workouts. School. She's doing the lawyer thing and he's like staying up late and kind of just, and they're kind of having some issues. Yeah, she's like supposedly doing a good job. I mean, they say like when she approaches the bench though, the bench gets nervous because that is a lot. That's a lot coming at the bench. Let me tell you. But no, I mean, look, if she becomes a lawyer, she'll be the only thing inside the courtroom that the judge wants to bang more than the gavel. I mean,
hey now.
I make fun of Kim a lot, but I mean, she can handle my briefs whenever she wants. You know what I'm saying, Scott?
I hear you, brother.
I mean, but look, her dad was a lawyer, though, right? Her dad was OJ's lawyer.
Yep.
During that whole thing, and I remember that. when OJ did go to jail for the kidnapping and robbery, right?
In Vegas.
Right. He supposedly had in his jail cell nude photos, or lewd photos at least, of Kim hanging up in his cell.
Creepy.
Nice. And I'm just like, how many Kardashians are going to get this guy off? You know what I mean?
Hey now.
Because supposedly, isn't he like...
Did that one go over your head?
Yeah, it did. I'm sorry.
Suki, I'm pretty funny if you pay attention. I know you're playing video games on the window behind the screen, but listen, you know what? It's okay. I got plenty to go around. You guys can take one off.
I'm going to pay attention now.
Don't people say that that OJ is Chloe's father?
Yeah, that's a rumor. Yeah,
I believe that rumor because she's like a foot taller than the other two. She's like 5'3". They're so short. But if she became a lawyer, though, you know, they're going to give her own legal show. You know what I mean? Like Judge Booty, I'm thinking is what they'll call it.
Judge Booty.
But let's see what else is going on.
I'm still laughing at how many Kardashians are going to get this guy off. I love that one. That's good.
Listen, so more Kardashian news. This is actually kind of sad. I can give you guys, I don't know if you can handle this. You guys need some tissues if you have them handy.
Go ahead.
Back because Donna D'errico was here.
What'd you say?
Yeah,
what'd you say? That's funny. What'd you say?
No, I said Scott has tissues in the back.
I thought that's what you said.
Yeah.
That's good. That is good. You know
I'm totally naked under here.
Oh my God. Well, listen, Tony's nuts. Here we go. So the sad thing is that Forbes announced that Kylie Jenner is not actually a billionaire as they first reported. It's very sad. I mean, how's she going to eat? She's just under the threshold. They had some faulty data. She still is the richest celebrity in the world. How much do you think she made in the last 12 months?
12 months?
12 months. How much did she
I remember I see the article. She's like, 992 million. But what's she making a year?
Last 12 months, $590 million, all off of her cosmetic line, which it's not the makeup, it's the surgeries. Like I've never seen a face transformed more. You know what I mean? Like her face has had more slices than Joey Chestnut at a pizza party. It's like even Picasso's telling her to calm down a little bit. She completely changed her face, put some makeup on, and people are buying the makeup. That's like it's like when you bought Air Jordans. Could you dunk? No, it's the player. It's not the shoes. So
I still couldn't slam.
It's like, it's like calling, I don't know. They say she's like the youngest self-made, almost billionaire, but self-made, like she's a Kardashian. It wouldn't have sold. Like she, calling her self-made is like calling Secretariat's jockey fast, right? It's like, it's just not. So yeah, that's the whole Kardashian. That's the whole Kardashian thing. More royal families, if you will. Arnold Schwarzenegger's son. You guys know about him at all? The one that he had with the maid. His name is Joseph Baena. He's 22 now, and he's like, he's kind of getting like a swag about him. He's posting some shirtless photos of himself. He just put one up after like a cryo session. But all the ladies, Sook, are saying he's kind of growing into a...
Well, he's got the real Arnold factor. Like the way his body is built, like unlike his son with Maria Shriver.
No, it's true. He had, in all reality, because I'm a bodybuilding fan and stuff, he has a very similar structure to, I'm serious, to Arnold Schwarzenegger. You could tell. And girls think he's hot. I mean, look, his mom's a housekeeper. He should clean up well, right? But
she's still housekeeping? I don't think so.
I think she might have taken off. Don't start fact checking my joke, Sue. You're gonna put me out of work.
She was taking care of business before, but I don't think she is anymore. I think she checked out.
I think she checked out of that one a long time ago.
I was always fascinated with that one, Scotty. Like here he is, Arnold Schwartz. And that tells you that men really just want...
You just want a place to put it, Sook.
Your heart, right? To put your heart.
Oh, yeah. You just want to give your heart to somebody.
You want somewhere to put your heart on.
Arnold could have given it to anybody, his heart. And Maria Shriver's not she's a very pretty lady. I mean, I think so. I always thought she was pretty.
I'm with you, Sook. I'm with you, Sook.
Which year?
82. Just trying not to.
I'm not gonna say which creature that Schwarzenegger defeated in one of his famous movies she looks like, but I'm not gonna say it. Listen, do you know where they're gonna be playing the NBA season supposedly?
Down in Orlando, no?
But on
Disney, right?
World.
Yeah, Disney.
Yeah, Disney, yeah.
How crazy is that? The NBA in Disney World. It's like Warner Brothers called up. They're like, was Space Jam just a lie? What happened? You're going over to Disney?
Go to Disney.
This is awesome. That's going to be cool. Imagine that. You're going up to dunk, and all of a sudden Aladdin comes by in a magic carpet and just rejects it right there. All the characters are getting into it. Peter Pan's got the Captain Hook shot he's been working on, you know. Baloo from the Jungle Book. God bless him. He just made the Grizzlies. He is so happy he made the Grizzlies. A lot of great rivalries, Suk, down there with the NBA and Disney. A lot of really intense rivalries. Is
it with ESPN, Scott?
ESPN Worldwide Sports Complex.
ESPN Disney, Sports Complex.
Because Disney owns ESPN, ABC. Huge rivalries already starting up. You got Olaf versus the Heat. That's a big one. The Nets versus Nemo. I mean, you got to see what happens there. And last week, let me tell you, the Hawks played Minnie and Mickey Mouse, and it was a bloodbath. There are some issues, though. People are kind of afraid maybe Scrooge McDuck's going to start buying off the refs. Pinocchio's copping a whole attitude. Pinocchio's refusing to play in a court made out of his ancestors. It's a whole big thing. And but the saddest scene from the Disney NBA venture, guys, it's really a shame. Poor Bambi. Every day he goes up to the Milwaukee Bucks asking if they've seen his mom. It's just, it is sad. It is awful. But
how high were you when you wrote this?
What did you say?
I said, how high were you when you wrote this?
I'm high right now. I was sober when I wrote it. That's the
sad
thing.
What the hell are you drinking in your Life is Good cup? I just want to know.
It's water. It's water. Disney World's going to be opening up soon, though, for real, with some new rules they're going to be implementing. You have to wear a mask when you go down there for a long time now, which is good. Everyone's pretty bummed about that, except for Quasimodo. He's been pushing for this for a while. Just kind of even the playing field. And look at the bright side, honestly. You're on the teacups. You get a little nauseous. Built-in vomit bag right there. Yeah. And then the other thing Disney's doing, which is a good idea, they will now have a social distancing squad. I like to try to make it like it's a cool thing, that are going to be going around keeping people away from each other.
I love it.
And I'm like, can you hire these people for the holidays? Like,
yeah, really?
Come to your house. Oh no, my Republican uncle and my Democrat aunt, let's get them away to born again Christian atheist. Nope, opposite sides of the table, please. So that's what's going on. Also, Angelina Jolie, birthday today. How old? What do you guys think?
How old is
Angelina? She got I think she's at least 50.
No, she's like 42.
Ooh, all right. Well, either way, whether they go Price is Right rules or not, Suk, you win. She turned 45.
Oh, all right.
45. She got together with the whole family. The whole
average.
Big thing. Are you 43? Are you 44? Are you? That was her keeping a head count of her kids. By the way, are you 43? Or are you 44?
I mean, let me tell you something. That's a beautiful woman. I'm sorry. I have to say that.
I saw an interview with her. Not that she's not beautiful now, but I saw an interview with her on Inside the Active Studio a couple of days ago from a little bit earlier in her career. And I kind of forgot how stunning she is and was. I mean, she really, really was and is a beautiful woman. And then I put up a Twitter poll today.
You said you get to your 40s and you aren't?
I said still is. Could I have covered my tracks any more? I'm 56 years old, okay? So I don't...
You're cryogenically preserved, I see.
you youngins.
You dip yourself into alcohol and just,
Yeah, I'm younger than you.
Speaking of dipping myself into alcohol, I'm taking another sip here.
He likes to dip his stick in alcohol, Scotty.
Hey, you know what? Well, I was going to make a joke, but all the alcohol names are guys. Jose Cuervo, Jim Beam. I couldn't think of maybe margarita. So, Scotty, I saw that. You look a little like a margarita today, Suk. You're like festive. You look like margarita.
Very festive. Like a tropical drink, Suk.
You're a tall glass of tropical drink. Listen to me.
Tall glass of something. I don't know.
Twitter poll, Scott, I saw you interacted a little bit today. Suk, still waiting for you. I did with you guys already describe your sex life with a movie title. Today, we're describing the sex life. I don't know if anyone's kids are around, with a movie quote.
And what did I give you?
I got a lot of mail today, Scott.
You didn't remember what I wrote?
No, you wrote.
Mine was an Animal House quote. Animal House. It was from Dean Wormer.
Dean Wormer.
It was a long one though. That's
it
why
would
I
not.
remember it.
You asked for a movie quote about my sex life, and I wrote back. I said, "Mr. Blutarski, grade point average 0.0.
Yes,
and he's got pencils up his nose or something like that. I swear, Belushi is like, that is one of the funniest movies
Best
ever.
movie, one of the best.
Oh.
So that's what you're going with. Sue, can you? I don't want to put you on the spot here. Is there a movie quote that comes to mind? I'll read you some of the ones we got from some people. You're killing me, Smalls, from The Sandlot.
Yeah, remember that.
So you're telling me there's a chance, Dumb and Dumber. I need someone to give me a good hard slap in the face from Groundhog Day.
Nice.
Hello. And some sick bastard said, I see dead people from The Sixth Sense. So I don't know who they're sleeping with. But, Suk, anything coming to mind?
Just Harry Met Sally.
Oh, just that whole.
Yeah.
I'll have what you.
I'm always like, honey, the kids.
Well,
He's 11. He hears
Suki
you.
and Eric, they're role playing every night, man. You don't even know what's going on in that house.
Do you know who? Do you know? Oh, you know, me and my girl role played the other night. It was wild. She was like an alien warrior princess from a different dimension with like blue skin and a whole like a tail. And I had money. It was really wild, the fantasy that we had. So.
You know, that's what the guy has to have is money, and the girl puts on the tail. She paints herself blue. She's like, I'll dance for you. What do you want me to do?
That's not even true. For a girl, if you're good looking, we don't even need you to do any of that. But hey, my movie quote, see, mine's more of like a progression, guys. Let me tell you about my movie quote to describe my life, right? My sex life. First, I'm out on the street. I say, hello, gorgeous. She says, you talking to me? I say, I wanted you to come up at some time and see me, right? She says, show me the money. You know, we get up to my place. I say hello to my little friend. Then either it's alive or Houston, we have a problem. Then she says, you're going to need a bigger boat. So I said, I am big. It's the pictures that got small. Then she says, surely you can't be serious. You can't handle the truth.
Surely.
So then I say, open the pod bay doors. And she says, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't do that. So then she says, hasta la vista, baby. She walks out. I'm in the living room. I could have had class. I could have been a contender. She opens the door back up, says, there's no crying in baseball. Snap out of it, and she leaves. That's how that usually goes.
That's very good.
I'll take the clap for that one. I'm not gonna lie.
I like it, bud. I like it.
Presti, very good, very good.
Maybe we should. Maybe Will should start being our. You know, when those guys would come out and warm up the audience, like in Letterman, and all the guys would warm up the crowd.
Did I just get bumped from headliner to warm up act? Is that my reward?
You were like closing out the show, and Scotty was like, "Why don't you start us a half an hour early?"
I'm thinking I'm Mariano Rivera. He's bringing me in to throw some bullpen sessions. What's going on here?
Now you guys get everybody all revved up. We're good, brother. We're good.
Yeah, you got the electricity.
What are you doing tonight, Will? What are you doing tonight, you young kid?
You know, honestly, I have. I'm trying not. You know, I'm in Midtown, so we got a curfew and everything. And I don't know, maybe a movie. I have a little bit of work to do, and I'm gonna go read about Tony's nuts a little bit more. I think.
Nice.
In the privacy of my own, without cameras on me.
And if while you're at it, look up Brenda's Beaver Needs a Barber. You'll love that one.
You know, I read that one. A little too scary for me. I'm not into horror stories. So
Testies, my friends.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys
we love you,
continue
bud.
to be the best. All right. Keep doing you. I'll see you guys soon.
Tell your girlfriend we said hello.
Have a good weekend, brother.
All right, you too.
Bust a nut.
Bust a nut. Hey, yeah.
Luke, I can't believe you missed the best joke of the whole thing.
I did. How many Kardashians are you gonna bang? I don't know. Something like I don't know.
No. How many Kardashians are gonna get the guy off? Is what it was.
Yeah.
I'll do the whole joke for you again sometime. All right, listen, another good show. Boy, I'll tell you, we've been going long here, right? Like an hour and 15. We're on some overtime.
Long and strong. You gotta get the freak shit on. Hey, fellas,
Fellas,
yeah.
Freak that. You know what I think we're gonna do when we get John O'Hurley on next week? I think I may email him the lyrics to I Like Big Butts or Mix a Lot.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
I'd like to hear him do that.
Yeah, I think he'd like that.
Right? That'd be
or
so
maybe
good.
he can read,
Hello, Elaine.
Somebody's gonna shave the beaver. I don't know.
Yeah, we should have him read one of the books.
Yeah.
That would be great. And Tony was online to get some nuts.
I don't know if we can we? There's probably like some logistics or copyright.
Who knows? Who cares? Wait till they come after us, Suki. Another great week, another big week ahead.
And I don't know. I got an email recently about something. I was like, what is this about?
Oh, I got that email too. I think what I think was when the Weatherman was doing his little around the neighborhood thing. I think we had one too many movie clips in there. And but you know what? Nothing was blocked. Everything was still running.
I'm waiting for them to shut this down because the Weatherman keeps pushing it.
And then they show up at your door. Oh, hi, this is Mark Zuckerberg. You use 34 seconds of the 15 you're allowed. Yeah, no, I think that's what it was. But all right, all good, babe. Another good week.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sally, Aaron, Deborah, Louise, Debbie, Donna, Anita, Lisa Lafreniere, Irene Fitzhugh.
Lafreniere. We got another
Giordano Borghese, Basile.
Another big week coming up, boy. Another big week.
We kick it off with the lovely and beautiful Carol Alt.
Carol Alt. And you know who we added for Monday? I'm going to tell you. Your guy.
My guy?
Jonathan Skinto.
Oh, Jonathan Skinto, who's great. He's going to come and talk to us. He's great.
Good guy. All right, Suk, listen, enjoy the weekend. Another weekend, another Sunday, no TLC?
Not this Sunday and not the following Sunday, but we start up the 22nd and go all the way through the summer and into August. So, yeah.
Is there any chance we can get Donna D'errico on your show to look for a date?
I really do love her.
I'll pop up in the corner.
I do love her. I fell in love with her, actually. We got to get her back on. Very sweet.
Yeah, she was.
I think she had a really good time with us.
Any chance she had a crush on me tonight, Suk, or no?
I think she did. I mean, she definitely saw the PF factor.
I was feeling it.
Crying, she was laughing.
You laughed. Yeah. You notice how I threw in the announcer voice a little bit.
That every time you did it, you might have a job with her, I think.
I got to go back and look at it, see if I did anything wrong. By the way.
Oh my God, Paula has a joke for us. Question: do you know what is dirty macaroni?
Paula, can you hit us with these?
Paula Giordano Borghese.
What is it? What do you asks? Wait, what is it? Do you know what is dirty macaroni?
Do you know what is dirty macaroni?
What is it? I gotta wait for it now.
We have to wait for it.
Suk, this Sunday, big WWE pay-per-view. I'll be on the WWE Network worldwide. I'm pretty sure none of our viewers have the WWE Network. What's the answer?
Now Paul is saying it's a hot voice. That is that hot voice. Well, what's the answer to the dirty macaroni question, Paula?
Do you know what is dirty macaroni? Is that a riddle? Suki, is that a riddle? What's happening?
Paula, what's dirty macaroni? I don't understand.
Aaron Myers says he loves the hair piece you got in, the bandana.
My bandana that I sold for my daughter.
You know who you remind me of right now? You remind me of one of the girls from West Side Story.
Oh, a girl named Maria?
I want to live in America.
And be in America. What is fun being in America?
I just met a girl named Suki.
All right. I don't know. I really don't know what. Oh, sauce with chopped meat.
I'm sorry. Come again? What happened? Do you know what is dirty macaroni? Sauce with chopped meat. Suki, is that a sexual thing I'm missing? What's happening here?
What? Joke.
When you're a jet all the way. Sally Abbott.
Cigarette.
Sally's going to be watching on Sunday. Sally, big WWE.
Sally, love you, Sally.
I'll be there, Sally. 6:30, WWE and NXT in your house.
She's making dirty pasta in memory of her sister who passed away.
Oh, okay. See, now you took us from a joke to something serious, Paula.
All right.
Way to bring us way down there.
And you're beautiful.
Suki, see? Now I got to go.
All right, I got to go too.
Yeah, Paula just killed it.
No.
I'm just kidding, Paula. We sorry to hear about your sis, babe.
Yep.
NXT Takeover. Aaron Myers, you're going to be there. Debbie, good to see you. Everybody good. Everybody have a great weekend. Good show tonight. We had a little bit of everything.
Guys. Love you all. Love you all for your support as always. All right. We'll see
you
on Monday. Good night, Scotty. Love you.
Night, John Boy. See you later.
Night, Scotty. Love you.